You've all sacrificed so much to be here and be a part of this thing we're doing. This crew is made up of couples. It's the first ever large-scale colonization mission. And everyone back on Earth is really grateful for your hard work and your courage.
When did you guys first meet up, and did you work out the history of this crew together?
Yeah, Ridley did a pretty good job of getting us all together in New Zealand when we were unlucky that Danny was not invited to that, but
no, wasn't allowed.
Yeah, but we, the rest of us that were there, we were isolated in this beautiful part of New Zealand, Milford Sound, and so we all had to spend all day together rehearsing, and then nights together having dinner, and it created a really cool atmosphere.
He has a real sense of world building, and we've seen it even spills out of the film itself. We saw the Last Supper short that went online. How does something like that happen during production?
That was totally new, to me at least. You know,
Me too.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a fantastic idea to not to spoil anything with a trailer and use something else that could have happened in that ship.
Yeah, and you know you meet these characters with something very terrible happening, and they're constantly being pursued and having to survive. That it was nice to be able to, do something with these characters where their lives are not in danger and they can be a little lighter and looser. I think it gives you a better understanding of who you're playing.
Does it make a real difference stepping into an existing world?
I think it's your own expectations. You know, this is a franchise that I've always been a humongous fan of, and so as a fan of that, you know what you want to see, and you're hoping that you can fit into that world in a realistic way. And so there's your own expectations, I think, that are pretty heightened when you come onto something like this.
And like you said, metaphorically and literally, he's a world builder. So you walk into those sets, and everything is practical. You know, he's had some of the finest artisans create, these incredible designs and images and things for you to deal with, and things from the original Alien. You know, he had that little bird. What do you call those? Yeah, that thing. So part of it, you're charmed. You remember all that from when you were a kid, and he gives you a lot to work with.
It was fascinating to see you playing a very different character with David, who is sort of a Dr. Manhattan type character.
Right.
Was that interesting for you?
It was. I really enjoyed trying to figure out who this guy was. I'm playing somebody who is in a situation that things are going to go bad at a certain point, and he's hoping to rise to the occasion and just can't get there. Is a really interesting thing to play with, and so I had a great time working on that.
What is the mood like on set? Is it laid back, or is it a very intense, scary scenario?
It's more laid back than you would imagine. But Ridley is so well prepared, and the pace of the filming is so fast that everyone has to be prepared. You have to be on your game. You're moving so quick that you have to be ready for what's coming your way. But with that being said, Ridley keeps it light as well. He lets you enjoy yourself, and you do find glee in finding these horrific moments and these bloody scenes. You see that it's exciting him, and it allows everyone else to feel like they can be okay with doing it too.
Is there room for improv at all, or is it very much the script?
He definitely is not closed off to that. He likes if you're going to add a little something to it, and he'll always rein you in, but I think he encourages everybody to inhabit these characters and to push them where you think it's appropriate.
Yeah, he always checks at the beginning of the day. He's like, okay, so this is the scene, right? You're going to come in here and you're going to do that. Are you good with that? And if you say, listen, I've got this other idea about that, he'll listen, and if he can use it, he'll go, great, all right, let me think about that, how we're going to do that. If it's not, he's like, no, that's bollocks, we don't need that. And so you've got a pretty clear idea when he starts rolling what he's going to use and what he's not going to use.
How detailed do you need the backstory to be for your characters?
You always want them to be rich. That's the exciting thing about creating an actual individual. You get to use the depth of your own experience in your life. And so if somebody gives you space to do it in a movie like this, it's like, what do they call it? That's banked money or whatever?
That's super dope.
That's super dope is the other.
That's the scientific way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's a trained scientist.
Of dopeness.
What's happening?
I need you back here right now. I need you.
Okay, baby, just calm down, sweetheart. Calm down.
Tell me to calm down.
You're breaking up.
All of this is to start our new life. it.